Well, raising awareness about depression and suicide prevention is the mission of a cross-country ride and kickoff event Friday in Fort Worth. It's called Light the Trail, and Tom Harris is co-founder of the 1,800-mile ride, and he joins us this morning to talk more about it. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well, and I was reading about this. This is an absolutely amazing undertaking and one that you have helped to create to try to prevent others from going through the pain that you and your wife suffered after losing your daughter?
That's correct. In fact, we did a ride back in 2017 as well across the country, but we'll be riding from Lake Itasca, Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico or New Orleans in the first 2 weeks of October, meeting with people along the way, sharing our story and the story of Jordan, and hoping that we hear stories back from all of those people that we plan on meeting.
So you mentioned you raise funds, and then you also talk about the resources for those struggling with mental illness in 14 cities along the way. How does that work?
Well, we have prearranged meetings with folks that represent colleges, universities, hospitals, other mental health organizations along the way that we will be meeting with and sharing our story to raise awareness and really focus on mental illness. In today's world, we're trying to reach out to people to help others in an effort to support those folks who are struggling today, but also support those people who have lost loved ones as well.
And the effort even goes beyond that. You've got a foundation, I understand, that supports training and programs in 75 Dallas and Fort Worth area schools and involves a school-based peer support program for suicide prevention. Tell us how that works.
That's good. It's called the Hope Squad program, and we go into schools and we train groups of students that represent the demographics of those schools, along with teachers and counselors. And it's fairly straightforward. We help these young people help them recognize others who might be in trouble, and by doing that, we can then refer those young people to counselors in that school. It's a fairly extensive program. We're actually now in 110 schools this semester, and that number is growing. We also do adult training and prevention programs as well. And we raise money for depression research that's going on at the likes of University of Texas Southwestern and JPS and UNT Health Science Center.
What have you seen in terms of the need for programs like what you're doing, especially just over the last 3 years and through the pandemic?
Well, COVID certainly has changed the world, and it has created a situation where a lot of our young people have found themselves isolated. In fact, last night I saw a piece on 60 Minutes that was very representative of what I think is going on in a lot of our towns and cities and schools across the country. I think right now is an important time for us to be able to provide these programs. I've always been intrigued about the void that we've filled on the west side of town in terms of providing those programs in our schools, and I think we just need to do more of those things.
Now, we mentioned at the top that you lost your daughter. I imagine that you probably talk with a lot of parents that really don't understand the gravity of this until it happens to them.
Well, exactly, and it's one of those things that you really don't think about, and a lot of people don't want to think about. But I will tell you that depression needs to be treated like we treat other diseases. It's a disease that affects the brain, and varying degrees for sure. But those people who are suffering from serious depression need to get help. We provide resources for those people to reach out to. A day doesn't go by where I don't hear about our organization getting a call for help. But I think we're doing a good job in the Fort Worth community in Tarrant County. And I think we need to be able to do more of it.
Yeah, more needs to be done indeed. All right, so we want to let folks know, again, it's a kickoff event for the Light the Trail ride. It's coming up Friday night at 6 at the Trailhead in Clear Fork. You can find more details about that ride and how to get involved and support this cause on our website, fox4news.com. Tom Harris, thanks for all you're doing. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks for letting me be with you.